Okay, looks like we are live. So my name is Hossein Amir Ahmadi. I'm immigration consultant and I'm a founder of the ICGC, Immigration Consultants Group Canada Inc. It's been in business since 2009. And every Sunday we'll have live at 10 a.m. PST, the Pacific time, Vancouver time. We'll try to keep it every Sunday morning because that's the only time that I'm free, that I can be here and answer your questions. And past week, we discussed about IMP, International Mobility Program. It's the same subject again because it's not easy to cover it in 30 minutes. So today, another 30 minutes of IMP. First of all, guys, thank you for joining our live video. People who watch this when it's recorded, thank you again. And if you guys like the video, please give us thumbs up. And if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, whenever there is new notifications, you'll be notified as well. Hello, good morning. So the voice is okay? Do you guys hear that? Is there any issue with the voice? And by the way, today, of course, is the second time that we are live on YouTube, Facebook, or Meta, LinkedIn, and Twitter, all at the same time. We're going to try it for at least a few months, see how it goes. And if there are any changes, anything that we want to edit, we can edit that later on. And I always appreciate your feedbacks, guys. Anyone wants to give us any feedbacks, anything to change, anything, any subject that you guys want to discuss? Good morning. Now, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the IMP for entrepreneurs. And if you guys have any questions, just send me a message and I'll try to reply it as soon as I can. So, International Mobility Program. Well, the reason behind most of these programs, we have another program called ICT, Intra-Company Transfer. The reason behind them is always that they want to help the labor market here in Canada. Now you notice IMP is exempt from LMIA, so employer doesn't need to apply for LMIA. Hello, hola. So what they're trying to do, make it faster for employer who really needs someone who is important in their business, a key staff in their business. They need them to bring them over here and start working for them. So that's the reason behind it. Very simple. Government of Canada, Immigration of Canada is trying to make it easier for employer who really needs someone to be here. That's one part of it. That's the IMP for skilled worker. But then we have IMP for entrepreneurs, people who have either a business outside of Canada, like the intercompany transfer, they want to come and establish their business here, or they are working for a major company in their home country and they want to establish the same thing. It's not exactly a branch or franchise of another company. It's just that you're establishing a company based on your experience. So first of all, you need to be qualified. You need to be qualified to run that business. So if you're just starting, if you're just graduate and you want to start a business here, well, there are programs for that as well. Especially in Alberta, there is a program for that. But normally, this is for someone who has already at least 3 to 4 years experience managing a business, and now they want to come and start their business here in Canada or establish their business. Their business plan, of course, is very important. The business plan that you're writing, what you're going to do, how you're going to be established here, that's very important. This significant benefit, we have talked about this before, significant benefit to Canada is one of the most important part of this process, the IMP, the International Mobility Program. So, any questions so far? Okay, so yes, significant benefit to Canada could be many things. Could be from environmental, could be financial, could be unemployment rate. So if you're hiring somebody, if you're investing in a small community with 400,000-500,000 Canadian dollars, so that could be a financial benefit to that city, to that community that you're starting. Other than that, of course, depends on the city as well. I mean, if you're doing a 400, 500,000 investment in a small city, may not be a good idea, or if may not be feasible to do such a thing. So those small items are. Good morning. Yes, so it's very important. Hello, hi, welcome. Thank you guys for joining in. For people who just joined in, we are discussing IMP, International Mobility Program. Last week, we had the same thing, the International Mobility Program. We were discussing for the we could have the rural program, the RNIP program. We could discuss about that one as well. I'll give you just a little bit of idea, but then we'll have another live session just talking about that part. It's not easy to find employment in those areas. It's small areas, rural areas. You don't find jobs. I mean, you don't find many employers there, but if you find, then you're in good luck. But follow us. We'll probably have one program just about the rural programs, the urban areas that they are hiring. So going back to IMP, International Mobility Program. Hello. Hi, Philip. Yes, IMP, International Mobility Program, it's been around for quite some time, but mostly because you need to show the significant benefit for Canada. That's where most people have issues with. And I know it's not easy, but if you can do that, if you have a job offer, yes. So yeah, I think the best way, wait, I'll ask one of the staff to arrange so we can have live program just about the RNIP program. Yes, about the rural program. Okay. You already have, or you're saying if I have a job offer, I can apply for? Yes, if you have a job offer, of course you can apply for it. But if you're looking for a job offer and how you want, I think we had in one of our programs, we discussed how to apply for jobs, how to look for jobs in Canada. If you guys remember the job bank we introduced, that's a government website. It's a search engine for jobs. So I think that's the best way to do it. So that's one of the ways to find jobs. But of course, there are websites like Craigslist as well. It's not that professional. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure because this program, the program that I'm using, it's a little bit new. I don't know if you guys see the questions and comments. Anwar is saying, I watched all of your videos. I'm impressed based on your guidance. So I'm glad that it's useful for you. That's good. So yes, but going back again to the IMP, if employers, let's say a company here in Canada needs somebody right away, they need somebody to start working for them in 2 weeks, 3 weeks time. Well, that's another part that I want to discuss as well. The processing time. Many people think that the processing time is only 2 weeks. It might be 2 weeks. The I think the immigration website still says it's 2 weeks, 10 business days, but that's not entirely true. So, yes, for Canadian employers that want to hire somebody right away, they need them here, and the positions that they have is somehow executive, or it's one of the important positions that they need them to be here. So it's like one of the executive positions. Yes, and they're paying $40 or more per hour. It's possible. So I got confused. I got a job offer letter from Vancouver. I'm confused about the RNIP program. That's why I need complete video. Okay. LMIA or LMIA exempt. Okay, so if you got or you got your employment letter or the job offer from Vancouver, but you're talking about the RNIP, which is the rural areas outside of the big cities. So I'm British citizen, MBA, and age 38, fast food manager. What's the best way to immigrate? I will visit next month. Someone with almost the same, with similar situation, I think last week was talking to me, and I advised them if you're coming here to visit, so maybe go and apply in person. I know because of COVID-19, it's not easy to just walk into the restaurants and try to apply for the job, but if you can arrange to go for an interview in person here in Canada, I think you'll have a very good chance. And where Yonako 2281, I'm not sure exactly which one it will be, but we could discuss it, or there are forms on our website that you could fill up the forms, and we could arrange for a consultation, 30 minutes consultation, just for yourself, not a live program like this. Okay. Computer operator or technician. Let me just look it up. I'm not sure if you could use IMP for that. Computer network technician. Okay, so maybe. Yeah, I'm just looking at the job duties and the requirement. Um, if it's from BC, British Columbia, and you said you got it from Vancouver, right? So maybe it's better to get them to apply for PNP, Provincial Nominee Program. There used to be a tech pilot program, which is the tech program now. It's not pilot program anymore. So that may be a better solution for you. Unfortunately, even for British citizens, they still need LMIA. Now, if you are a British citizen and you're under the age of 33, you come in and apply for a job, or The easiest way is to apply for the holiday work visa. You can do that at the border. When you get to Canada, in the airport, you tell the officer that you're here looking for a job, and they will issue you 2 years work permit. It's an open work permit that you can go and find employer for yourself. But there is a restriction. I mean, you have to be under 33 years old. So that you could do. I can't apply for IMP because my nationality is from Pakistan. It's got nothing to do, I see, IMP or any of the immigration programs has got nothing to do with your nationality. There is no such a thing. Okay, now, okay, I have to go back a little bit in the background. The what you're saying right now is racistic comment that because you're Pakistani, you cannot apply for INP program. There is no such a thing. Now, I know in other countries, especially in Gulf countries, Arab countries, they they separate them. They say, so this nationality cannot do this type of job, or they are not qualified for this type of visas. That's not Canada. That's never going to happen in Canada. So something like this is considered to be a racist comment. Um, Forget about it. Don't mention it anywhere else. So everybody is welcome to apply for IMP. IMP has got its own criteria. You have to be qualified, and the employer needs to be qualified if you're applying for the skilled worker. If it's the entrepreneur program, of course, you need to show the significant benefit for Canada. You're very welcome. So, yes, people who want to enter Canada, like British citizens, if you're under 30, under 33, and at the border, you could say that you're coming here to look for a work. There are agreements between some countries, like GATS is the one of the agreements that Canada is uses for Europe, European nationalities, that they come here, they look for a job, and if they find a job and the employer supports them later on for PR, they can get to PR as well. Okay. Any other question about IMP? You forgot to be in the live session. That's okay. If you miss them, you can always watch the recorded. Now I try to be here on time from 10 to 10:30, and right now we are using a program called Restream. Advertising for Restream now. Yeah, and it goes live on all platforms. So if you're connecting through LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all those, they will watch it live. Ah, butcher. Okay. Well, I'm not sure exactly. Reza Ahmad, I didn't, you were there last week as well, right? Yes, we discussed about butcher. You were supposed to contact me, so I'll give you some more information. Butcher needs LMIA. Yes, that's no doubt. You need LMIA, but then there is a program started in pandemic for butchers that even don't have any experience. They learn on work, but then it takes them at least 1 year before they can apply for PR. So that program still needs LMIA, but could be a little bit easier. Vancouver is the best. But you mean the best city? Yes. Well, I like it. I enjoy Vancouver. It's. I like the weather here. I like the people are very friendly here. everything about Vancouver. It's comparing to big cities, it's not very big. It's approximately 1.5 to 1.7 million Vancouver itself. And then with the surrounding, the greater Vancouver, what they call it, approximately around 2.5 million. The whole BC, we just reached the border of 5 million. 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago, when I moved here, it was only 3 million. So within 20 million, within 20 years, 2 million added up. It's very good. No, I will mention that to Melina. Melina is arranging our programs on Sunday. She's not here herself, but she will watch the videos later on, and I will let her know as well. How many months now to process work permit from the UAE? The processing time I haven't checked. I could check that very quickly here, but what we know from experience, especially now that they're speeding up again, probably you're looking 5 to 6 months. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too much. I know for workers that they need to be here right away, 5 to 6 months, it's a little bit much. Let's see. And you guys can check this yourself as well. If you just Google the Canada immigration processing time, you'll see it gives you the option. You just have to find the right one. Like I'm on the website for check processing time. The first option is temporary residence, visiting, studying, work permit. So that's the option I want to choose. And which temporary resident? So that's visitor visa, no visitor, super study permit, work permit from outside of Canada. So that's the one I need. And where? So United Arab Emirates. Let me see. United Arab Emirates and get the processing time. 50 weeks, unfortunately, but even with 50 weeks, I mean, I have seen this go up to 70 weeks. But even with that, sometimes we see that you get it within 3-4 months. Okay, yeah, so you can also this is our website. I'll put it in the chat here, icgci.com. And if you go on our website, you'll see the info. I'll put you my email address there as well. Let's see. That's my email address. I'll get those emails directly. Isabel is asking if the processing time. Let's look at it this way. 80% of the time, yes. But then the 20%, probably, because it's not always that like your cases goes to Abu Dhabi. It's not always that Abu Dhabi is processing your case. It could be someone sitting here in Canada is processing your application, or even somebody in China or Beirut. You never know. But that's the average processing time. Yes, and unfortunately, right now from UAE, it's a little bit high. Okay. Sorry, guys, if there are noises around me. Sundays, and I'm with family at home. So, any other questions? So IMP for entrepreneurs. Today we're supposed to discuss the IMP for entrepreneurs. significant benefit. That's the important part of it. If you can manage that part, what benefits you're gonna have for Canada, um, you can have the work permit and come and start your business here. So benefit could be the amount of investment that you're doing, could be how many people are you hiring, um, what better product do you make than someone who's already making here in Canada? Is it better for the environment? All those benefits. And one important part of it is what have you done until now? Have you already registered the business? What steps have you taken to establish your business here? Just giving a business plan is good, but it's not enough. Well, that program is not very active. The RNIP program is not very active, but if you qualify for PR, yes, you see, these are two different things. Like when you get a work permit, you're still on a temporary program. You could go back after 1 year, 2 years, you could go back if you don't want to stay here. But then if you qualify, let's say your IELTS score is good enough and you qualify for the express entry, yes, or you get the nomination and you apply for PR, yes, why not? If someone visit Canada and got truck license, is he can get LMIA easy or hard for new truck drivers? Um, just visiting Canada doesn't really mean anything, and no matter what, your application goes outside process unless you have some other status than visitor visa here. But for truck drivers, normally you submit your driving license to here in British Columbia, we have ICVC. You submit your driving license to them. You get your work permit. Now you have to go and take the driving test to be qualified to drive here. But with your own, even if you have international driving license for truck drivers, no, you cannot work as a commercial truck driver. Isabel says, how do we follow up our work permit application aside from web form? I guess that's the only way you can. Right now, there is not much. I mean, if you have access to your application, you could go on your application, see where the process is. You could try to email the embassy that's taking care of your application, but you never know. I mean, your application could be in Abu Dhabi, could be in Beirut, could be in Ankara, or Ottawa. You never know where it is. Oxford English test is valid for Canada immigration. Canada immigration. You see, when you apply to university or college here in Canada, you could give them almost anything. You could just tell them that my English is good and they will accept it from you. But when you're applying to the immigration of Canada, there are only two documents they accept legally as a English test. It's either IELTS or CELPIP, one of these two. Other than the CELPIP and IELTS, no other document is good enough, or it's not qualified for immigration. You may give them, and they say, "Oh, okay, so he knows some English," but it doesn't give you any points or anything, especially if you're applying for PR. BCO, I want to. You mean because I want to move with family? Of course, if you want to move with family, when you're applying, especially with the knock code that you gave me, most probably you can move with the family. That shouldn't be a problem. You need to find a good employer to support you for PNP or LMIA. So you mean is there a way to know processing out of work permit application? Hmm. you don't have access to your profile, only have it used to be, I think it's not working, that website. There used to be a website for outside of Canada applications. It's not working anymore. But try to contact the embassy, see if they can, the consular section, maybe they can help you. Try to email them. Google it up, search it. All of them, they have email address. Abu Dhabi, all the embassies for the consular sections, they have email address there. Okay, guys, my time is up. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for following. And if you like the videos, please give us thumbs up, turn on the notification, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Until next week. Bye bye.